welcome to tonight's Big Brother 16 recap.
Hi! Last time, Heaven gained an angel.
Donnie, we miss you.
Hope you're enjoying the jury house and all your millions of offers that are pouring in.
I'm sure he is.
Alright, so the
Last
HOH competition was in progress.
It was. It was an endurance competition.
With Sloppy Snowman.
They've all been begging for it all season, and we finally have one.
Alright, so there were spills, and there were thrills.
And chills. It was a wintry theme.
Alright, but first, Frankie and Caleb tried to flip the house last time.
Yeah, they had a couple of flashback scenes in between the competition scenes.
In between the thrills and the spills.
Yeah. So then Cody was telling Nicole about it. Oh.
Yo, girl, they're trying to get rid of you.
Yeah.
They don't trust you.
So Nicole knows what's up.
Yeah, she knows Frankie's a little rat. Alright, so she can't trust him. Well, Victoria in this competition...
She was having a rough go of it.
She was, in Caleb's words, worse than a newborn horse. Or a newborn deer, you know?
You know
like
when they're
Bambi...
like on the ice and it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had white spots all over her.
Derek also sucked.
Yeah, but did you happen to notice he didn't suck quite as much after he started going for the 5K?
Yeah, I'm thinking that he wasn't great at it. He knew he wasn't going to be great at it, so he exaggerated a little bit to make it look like he was awful and he had no chance, and then he could go for that 5K.
And everybody was freaking cheering him on.
They're like, yeah, Derek, get the money.
Really?
If it was anyone else, they would be like, how dare you think you're safe?
You might as well kill yourself. Alright, so...
Not really.
Caleb and Christine and Frankie and Nicole were all pretty close.
Yeah.
The rest of them sucked.
Not so much.
Yeah. Nicole had a cricket in her lane. I call interference.
Yeah, she was worried about stepping on it, and I think at one point she may have.
Yeah, and Frankie, was he playing tennis or was he...
Yeah.
After hearing that on the live feeds for the first 50 times, I was like, no more. No more.
Yeah, so Derek did end up winning the $5,000, and he was like, Tenley, that's for you.
Yeah, he said he's not spending it at all. It's going right into an account for her college fund.
Smart.
Yeah, good luck. That's when she's ready to go to college. I'm sure it's going to be like $500,000 a year.
Scary. So Nicole started falling behind a bit, and she was like, I know I'm not going to win.
So, why don't I put a little bug in Christine's ear, and I don't mean the cricket.
What? So it turns out there was some sort of slushiness in the little tubs that they were taking the water out of.
Frothiness.
Yeah, so if you took that, it was going to stay in your little scooper.
It wasn't going to spill out.
Yeah. And I think it would take up more room, too, possibly.
I don't think it would take up more room.
Or it, like, makes, I don't know. There was some sort of advantage to having that in the globe.
It floated on the top, and it also didn't slosh out of the little cups. So, yeah. And
Cody heard her.
So did Frankie.
Helping Christine.
And Frankie was like, girl, you shouldn't be helping her. What about me over here?
I mean,
you heard it, so.
I don't really like seeing Nicole help out Christine, but she doesn't have many options at this point.
Yeah, exactly. But it came down to Caleb versus Christine. Caleb was hurting pretty bad.
Yeah.
But he ended up winning.
He fell on the cowboy.
Floor. He was like, this one's for the fallen soldiers. Come on, boy. You know, you gotta do this one more time, soldier.
He kept saying some stuff under his breath like, all right, you can cry later. Cry later. Work now. Come on, soldier. One more, soldier.
Yeah, he hurt his knee pretty bad.
He did.
It's jacked up, yo!
I gotta admit, the kid's got a lot of heart.
He does have a lot of heart.
He might be a little bit crazy.
He's got something a little screwy up here, but he's got a lot of heart. Yeah. So they carried him into the house and dumped him off onto the diary room couch.
He needed some medical attention for that knee.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I don't know exactly what the final diagnosis was, but I'm sure it wasn't good.
All right. Well, while he was in the diary room getting treatment, the douchinators were freaking out.
In the storage room. They were like, Nicole was talking to Christine.
Do you think they're working together again? I think they're working together.
We gotta get rid of her for sure now. Like you weren't going to anyway? Come on.
So I think also it had a negative impact on Christine's game.
Yes.
Because they're worried about Christine now too, more than ever.
Well, Frankie is so glad to be rid of Donnie.
It's time for Frankie and Derek to react to being rejected by America.
Frankie really took Julie's news hard.
He did.
He got a little choked up, and he needed a tissue.
But he didn't go the route of being like, oh, America hates me. He was like, F you, America.
Yeah. He's like, I'm playing my own game now. I'm glad Donnie's gone. He wasn't pulling his own weight.
He looks at the camera and basically says, America, you suck.
Yeah.
You're wrong. Whatever.
Of course, Derek is like, I don't want
Derek
part of this.
Definitely distancing himself.
Yeah.
Woo! He doesn't want any part of that.
To tell you the truth, Frankie, when you watch this later on, if you ever see this, America hates your constant Frankie infomercial.
Yeah, it's no time life.
No, it's not even close. It's a product that doesn't work.
Yeah, so did you guys realize that, or notice that Frankie's edit has been changing rapidly in the past few episodes? But I'm gonna let you guys know, he's been like this the whole time.
The whole season.
He was getting a really nice edit before.
Very nice.
Now it looks like the producers are sick of him.
Yeah. So Frankie started giving Christine a little shred about talking to Nicole.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do you want me to do? You know, put her in a concentration camp? No.
Yeah, she's like,
still my friend.
she's still a human. I'm going to talk to her. And Frankie's like, well, bleh.
Yeah, he's not happy about that at all.
All right, well, let's talk about Caleb's HOH room reveal.
All right, for the next 10 minutes, let's walk up the stairs together. Oh my God, everyone was like wounded warriors, and
they were really struggling. I wouldn't go that far, but they were struggling.
All right.
Did you see how Victoria was walking right after they came in from the competition?
Well, you know what? You know, like when you get off a treadmill, and it's like if you like don't keep moving and you lay down for a little bit or sit down, muscles get stiff.
Oh yeah, it's a brutal competition. Don't get me wrong.
All right, well, when they finally cracked that door open, we find out that Caleb is your mama's boy.
He's always talking about his mom. He loves her.
His mom.
He loves her. So he got a lot of great personal items in his HOH basket, and it was really cool to see that side of Caleb.
Yeah.
Because I do tend to forget that he did serve for our country.
Yes.
You know,
Thank you, Caleb, for your service.
Put it all out there.
That's no joke.
Mm-hmm. We really respect that.
Totally. He got a hat that he had worn in combat. He got a flag that flown in Baghdad, which he presented to his mom when he came home from deployment. He got his infantry blue cord. He got beef jerky. He got basmati rice.
Yeah.
They didn't show that in the edit.
So Caleb, I gotta say, he's kind of moving up in my ranking. I mean, there's not much to pick from anyway, but
it's kind of sad when Caleb's at the top.
The Amber thing, the hunting thing, but all this stuff.
It's good stuff.
All right, so let's move on.
Victoria complains to Derek about Christine's giggles.
She is getting so sick of Christine. She's been biatching about Christine non-stop to Derek, and we finally got to see a little bit of it.
Who does that?
Well, Christine every 5 seconds is like
You know, remember when we were like ragging on Victoria? Victoria's looking good next to Christine right now. I'm almost wanting Victoria to win.
Part of me does want Victoria to win. Oh my gosh.
It's so sad.
Okay.
All right. Nicole talks to Caleb. She's all alone.
I mean, she is, though. She has no allies left.
She's got nobody.
So she's like, Caleb, we country folk need to stick together. She's like, I want to work with you.
Yo, Nicole, what about Slushgate? He say, she say.
She's like, well, why would I help Christine when she backstabbed me and, you know, why would I work with her?
Exactly. All right, well...
I mean, that pretty much sums it up,
That's
right?
a pretty annoying voice, but the really annoying voice is...
Holla! So Derek, of course, won the $5,000, but he also unleashed 5,000 hollas.
Oh, Derek, holla.
Oh, holla.
Oh, Derek, Dad bod, give me a holla.
Yeah, Dad bod, holla.
Who that, Derek? Give me a holla.
Really? Holla.
Oh, Derek, Derek, holla, holla.
It's funny for now, but I think it's going to get really old in the next few weeks.
I think so. All right, so it's time to talk about have-nots.
All right.
Well,
they got mushrooms and snot roast, which is a combination of mushrooms, garlic, and mystery meat.
Oh, it's no mystery. It's all kinds of scripts and scraps. So Caleb has to name two. I really don't like this season.
I miss the have-not competitions.
For that reason. I want them to have to play for it instead of, politics.
I'll do it this week.
Yeah.
So, of course, Derek right away is like, I volunteer, I'll do it, I won the $5,000, I'm doing this.
He wants to throw a little...
Smooth move.
Yeah, little ice on the 5,000.
Yeah. So then... Caleb is like, well, is anyone else going to volunteer? And everyone's just like...
Everyone's done it twice already, haven't they?
Well, Frankie didn't say a word.
No. For the first time in his life. Right?
Yeah. He's only done it once.
So, Caleb, I think this was all planned out ahead of time because...
I think he was going to pick Nicole no matter what.
Caleb was laughing and Frankie was all like...
They knew it was awkward. And Caleb knew that it should have been Frankie. But what they didn't show was the long wait for Caleb to decide who was going to be the other have-not. They were just standing there in silence, super awkward.
I think it's really sucky that he picked Nicole after...
This is her second week in a row.
That really sucks. So she's having a mental breakdown.
She goes outside to cry. So she wants to be alone.
Who's going to scoop her up? Who's going to scoop her?
Dad bot.
Exactly.
Dad bot Derek.
Exactly. He knows when to schmooze.
That social game is on point.
He came correct. So he goes out there and he gives her the old Derek pep talk and everything's great.
Yeah.
So Caleb and Cody have a real meeting of the minds.
Ugh. Cody is so ready to make moves when it's not his HOH.
Exactly.
He's going to call them out.
Caleb wants to put up Christine against Nicole on the block, and Cody is all like, uh-oh, hot dog, there goes my head massage.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to lose that. Christine's like one of his biggest allies in the game, of course, besides Derek. Besides Dirk. And,
he's like, well, what about Frankie?
What about chicken?
I know.
All right, so he explains to Caleb, Frankie wants you to take the heat of putting Christine up there.
Yeah, because Frankie was going around saying that Caleb was the one who initiated the whole campaign to keep Donnie last week. He's throwing Caleb under the bus. Beast Mode doesn't like it.
No, but he's in a stick situation. So it's time for the noms, and Caleb says, I nominate...
Holla!
All right, really, I nominate...
Holla! Yeah.
All right, it's Nicole and Giggles. You know who.
Christine looked pretty pissed.
Yeah, because she thought Victoria was going up on the block.
Mm-hmm.
So...
He was like to Nicole, you already know. He told her, like, you're pretty and you're going on the block. No. You've had all these chances to save yourself.
The one who already knew, supposedly, was Christine.
Well, I believe he did tell her beforehand that she could be going up, but they didn't show that.
So she already know why. Well, Derek thinks Christine may be in for a surprise.
Ooh.
We'll see. All right, so let us know in the comments what you thought about all that mess.
What'd you think of Caleb's nominations? What'd you think of Frankie's attitude?
What'd you think of Giggles? All right.
So join us on Wednesday for the Power Veto episode and watch my spoilers.
And don't forget, it's a double eviction this week. Yeah. Uh-oh, hot dog. You might as well pregame it and tell us who you want to see go in the second eviction.
Okay.
And until next time,
much love.
Edit.